Okay, just 1 second. Just 1 moment, please remain on mute. I'm setting up our YouTube. Just give me 1 second. Sometimes, depending on the day, my computer runs a little slow. So just give me a second. Brenna, I love my stand for the computer. It makes it so much easier to see.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone, welcome to the 187th District Court. They tell me, I think today is Wednesday. So everyone, let's keep it a Wednesday. Let's not try to turn this into a Monday. Oh, Douglas Daniel, hi. I haven't seen you in a while. It's listed as Douglas Daniel.
That's me, Judge. That's
All right,
me.
I'm used to a different name, but okay. Everyone has their different nicknames, and so I'm used to some of the nicknames. All right, everyone, these are the rules of the 187 District Court. Whether you're at home, whether you're at your office, whether you're at the jail, you are in the 187 District Court. You need to behave professionally while you're on this Zoom. What does that mean? There's to be no smoking of cigarettes. If you are at work, you need to find a stationary place. There's to be no driving on Zoom. There's to be no laying in bed on Zoom. There's to be no cooking, cleaning, doing laundry, whatever you could not do if you were, oh, are we watching an incident here? Okay, whatever you could not do if you were physically in the courtroom, you are not allowed to do on this Zoom screen. If you behave unprofessionally on this Zoom screen, what's going to end up happening, inmates, you'll be sent back and we'll take up your matter at some later date. To everyone who's on bond, you will be required to appear in the 187 District Court. And let me tell you what that entails. That entails you either taking the via, and if you're taking the via, you're gonna have to find change for somebody because I don't think they accept cards on the via. You're either gonna have to take a Lyft or Uber or drive downtown. And when you drive downtown, what you're gonna be facing is a bunch of one-way streets, construction. You're gonna be trying to find parking. And when you do find parking, it's gonna be expensive. So don't you turn your day into a Monday. To all the attorneys, if you have a plea bargain agreement, no matter how small your agreement, you need to put it in the chat box to Norma Ferguson. Once she comes on the screen, she'll be listed as Ferguson coordinator. She's not on the screen now because when you're dealing with the government, things happen, like they still haven't changed her carpet out from the flood. So we have mold going on. They changed out her desk, but disconnected all of her computer equipment. So she is reconnecting her computer and starting it up. But if all else fails, she can use my laptop. I'm going to open breakout rooms. When I open breakout rooms, it's going to invite everyone to a breakout room. Do not, I repeat, do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically assign you to a breakout room and call you by name and say, go to a specific breakout room. To all the defendants and those people who are accused, your attorney is probably going to want to speak to a prosecutor before they speak to you. So they will go to the breakout room with the prosecutor before you. To all inmates, you're not allowed to use the chat box. You're not allowed to use that computer for anything other than being on this Zoom screen. If you use that computer for anything inappropriate, that means going on Facebook, looking up porn, looking up at YouTube videos or whatever, you're going to be sent back. You're not allowed to use the chat box. If you use the chat box without permission, you're going to be sent back. Attorneys and everyone else on this Zoom screen, and I just say attorneys because I see attorneys, but everyone else on this Zoom screen, this is not the bachelor, this is not the bachelorette. You're definitely not to use this chat box to pick up somebody for a date. You need to do that on your own time. I know you're asking why I say that. I'm saying that because it's been done before, but we're not doing that. I'm not the host of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. To the defendants and accused, I'm going to call your attorney's name. I'm not going to call your name. If you do not hear your attorney's name, it's because one or two things. They're Zooming in another courtroom, or either they had to appear in person somewhere else, but you will get a chance to see them. So your name will not be called. Your attorney's name will not be called. If you do, your attorney's name will be called. If you do not hear your attorney's name, please do not raise your hand and say you don't see your attorney. We will get your attorney here. Do not worry. Attorneys, this is the order you're going to appear in. If for any reason you see that you're low on the list and you wish to Zoom to another courtroom, you're more than welcome to do that. But if you're not here when I call your name, you'll be put at the end of the list. Alma Benavides, James Anders, Joanne De Hoyos, Joseph Appelt, Patricia Vieira, Brian Powers, Roland Garcia, John Combry, Jose Rocha. I think that's an attorney. Lynn.
Yes, I am an attorney, Your Honor. I'm
Thank
here.
you. Because I recognize your face, but then you went dark screen on me. Ling Han, Donald Wilson, and Douglas Daniel. All right, attorneys, when I call your name, I need to know the name of your client. I need to know whether it's criminal trial division or family violence. Prosecutors have the ability to move throughout the rooms, and a prosecutor will meet you there. Attorneys, think of those breakout rooms as going to the doctors. When you go to the doctor and they call you to the back, you're not seeing the doctor right away. The only person you're seeing is someone to check your weight and blood pressure. Everyone, again, put some patience in your pocket, and let's keep this a Wednesday. Let's not try to turn it into a Monday. Alma Benavides.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm here for Mr. Edward Garcia. He's an inmate. I'd like to have a chance to confer with the state, and then I'd like to be able to go into a breakout room with my client.
All right. Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Criminal trial division.
Okay. And to all the prosecutors, are you co-hosts? I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Alma, I'm signing you to number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. And prosecutors, if I forgot to make you a co-host, just put it in the chat box to me. James Anders.
Yes, Judge. This is a motion, but I would like, it's CTD, and I would like to speak to a prosecutor, see if there's an agreement.
What is your client's name?
Oh, I'm sorry, O'Seal Griffin.
I'm sorry, what's the first name?
It's O'Seal, O-C-I-E-L-E, Griffin, G-R-I-F-F-I-N.
And you said it's criminal trial?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll send you to breakout room number 3. A prosecutor will meet you there.
Yes, ma'am.
Joanne De Hoyos.
Good morning, Your Honor. Client's
Good morning.
name, Emmanuel Ojeda Lozano, Criminal Trial Division. And he's in custody.
Is that L-A-Z-A-N-O?
Lozano.
Okay, thank you. I'll send you to number 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Joseph Appelt.
Yes, Your Honor. My client is Adrian Alvarado. It's a motion to enter adjudication. He is in custody. It will be family violence. If I could confer with the prosecutor and then confer with my client afterwards, please.
Yes, I'll see you to number 5.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Patricia Vieira.
Good morning, Judge. I represent Dave Lotta. It's a motion to enter adjudication of guilt on a family violence, and he is in custody.
All right, you just made this a Wednesday with a Sunday and a cherry on top. I appreciate that you rename yourself and put everything there.
You're welcome, Judge.
Hint, hint. All right, I'm sending you number 6.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Brian Powers.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Judge, I'm on this case with Miguel Najera as pro tem. We actually have a kind of an informal pretrial that involves my client, Zach, who is present taking classes. He's got 8 more classes, 12 completed. So we're just asking for a reset to allow him to complete his courses.
All right, what is your client's name?
Zach Shoup, and he is present in the Zoom meeting.
All right, just give me one moment. All right, we're doing old school, Brian. I'm having to shout to get dates from Norma while we wait to get our computer up. All right, so you're going to be coming back on September 21st for an update on what's happening with PTD.
Understood, Judge.
All right, your excuse. Could you do me a favor? If Miguel Najera is the only one, if this is the only case he's on, can you let him know we've already handled the matter?
Absolutely. I'll text him right now.
All right, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Good, sir.
Roland Garcia.
Good morning, Your
Roland,
Honor.
good morning. Who do you have?
Your Honor, I have 2 clients this morning. Both of them are family. The first is David Morales. He was a recall from last week. We're waiting for a ruling on your in-camera review.
Okay.
Brandon Garza, he's on bond. I do see him on the screen.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 7.
Thank you, Judge.
John Combry.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for Ubaldo Cervantes. And we only need a couple of changes, or requesting by motion a couple of changes to his deferred adjudication and misdemeanor for obstructing the state passageway.
All right, so that's criminal trial division.
It is criminal trial division, and you had invited him to come back at 6 months in terms of the ignition interlock. We filed it at 6 months. It's actually 8 months now. And we're requesting that you stop that and that you allow travel throughout the United States.
All right, just give me a moment. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 8.
For
The prosecutor will meet you there to confer on that.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'll come back and I'll make my ruling when you come back. Jose Rocha.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am here for Jesse Martinez Garza, and it is family violence. I believe that he is here. He's an inmate. However, I had asked the court for a continuance because I was supposed to be at a children's court trial, but it got reset because some of the witnesses came down with COVID. So I'm here anyway.
Well, thank you for coming in. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're
And
welcome.
also, could I have a quick reset because I'm set in another court right now at 9:30.
See how my eyebrow went up right there?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have fun in number 9.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Lynn Han. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lynn Han, for changing your name. I appreciate that.
Good morning, Judge. I'm not sure if it is an MTR though. It looks like isn't it?
Let me see your,
Possibly an
it's
MTR.
Grace. Let me look and I'll be able to tell you.
I did attempt to
Yes, it is a
contact
motion to
her.
revoke. And it's a summons.
I
So
attempted to contact her with the number on the appointment email. It was not a good number for her.
Mhm.
And I was not able to find any bond information with the clerk either. So I'm kind of at a loss.
Well, what I will tell you is on this case, because of the nature of the allegations which was in the motion to revoke and the nature of the charge that she's on probation for, I issued a summons instead of having a warrant issued for her. but actually this is scheduled for 2 p.m.
Okay, then I'll be
All right.
back at 2 p.m.
All right, great. And then we'll see if she shows.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great rest of your day. See you at 2.
Okay, thank you.
Donald Wilson.
Good morning, Judge. I've got William Harper. It's a criminal trial MTR, and he is in the courtroom, I understand.
Yes, he is. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 10.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Douglas Daniel.
Morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Joaquin Alejandre. He is on the Zoom. We have a motion to amend conditions of bond, and it is a family violence matter. Is it still a Wednesday with us?
It is still a Wednesday. It's
All right.
beautiful outside. How can we make it anything else?
But I want the Sunday with the cherry, man. What do I have to do for that?
Oh, if you, it is so easy. If you will change your screen name to your client's name and put on there whether it's family violence and what it's, where it's a bond issue. See how I changed that?
I'm glad you did, because I would have to call staff to get that done. Now, if you had a big chief tablet and a number 2 pencil here, we could do business, but
well, they don't even teach cursive writing in school anymore. So
I know,
where are we going?
I can't help you there.
Yes. Well, you could send letters
I'll do it.
and tell them we need language arts back too.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Okay. All right, David Woodard.
Where do I go, Judge?
I just sent you a request to go to a breakout room to number 11. Are you on your computer?
I am.
All right, do you see at the bottom of your screen where it says participants, breakout room?
Join breakout room?
Yes.
Got it.
All right, David Woodard.
Good morning, Judge. I have Alma Munoz, and she is a case that I've been dealing with David Martin on.
All right, I'm going to send you to number 12. Douglas Kapmeyer. You're going to look at breakout room number 13.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, who do you have?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me. Zachary Lopez is MTR. It's not family violence.
All righty, and I mean that in all sincerity. 13 has been a lucky breakout room for everybody.
So I'll go to 13. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Are there any other attorneys whose name have not been called? All right, Joanne De Hoyos, you're back. Oh, you're on mute, Joanne.
Sorry, Your Honor. I need a Spanish translator, and we have a deal, Your Honor. So
All right.
Paperwork.
All right, just give me one moment. Let me call to Norma. His computer is down. Just 1 second. And Joanne, what paperwork do you need? Do you need
Just the completed video and I guess the appeal, because it's at MTR. It's a motion to adjudicate.
All right. All right, we will get that to you. And do you need your client in the breakout room with you?
Go back in to explain. I explained a little bit in Spanish, but I want to make sure the translator understood what he's going to plead through.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
As soon as the translator comes in, we'll take care of that.
Okay. I'll just go back in the breakout room.
It would probably be best for you to wait here for the translator. So when the translator comes in, I will see that she's here and I can send you all to the same breakout room.
Perfect.
Sure.
And I'll wait for the paperwork then. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Could someone in the courtroom go to breakout room?
Who do you need?
courtroom, but they just went.
All right, thank you. Brenna, we are truly going old school today. I'm shouting from here to get dates for Norma because her computer is still out. Yes. Good morning. Thank you. The second didn't have nothing. Did you want to actually? You. All right, anyone back from any of the breakout rooms?
Judge, when you have a moment.
Yes.
I believe we've come to a resolution on Mr. Convery's client.
All right, and that is Cervantes.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, and what is the resolution?
I believe defense has asked for removal of the monitoring device. It was my understanding the agreement was for 9 months. This was filed prior to 9 months, but as of this hearing date, it appears we're just past the 9-month mark. It's my understanding that there have not been any reported violations, so I would just be in line with the agreement and not object to that request.
All right, let me see if I can find defense counsel's motion.
Judges, I'm sorry.
Just one moment. Mr. Comrie, did you send in a motion or no?
There's a motion that was filed on the, it looks like the 5th.
All right, let me see if it's not in
Sure.
the
On
file.
August 3rd at 10:32 a.m.
Yes, if I could have a motion to change bond conditions on this person. What day did you say it was filed, Mr. Comrie?
August 3rd at 10:32 a.m.
All right, it's counsel is telling me it was filed on August 3rd. All right, yes, and according to the court's docket, he was placed on deferred adjudication for 18 months, and the ignition interlock was supposed to be half the term. So I will sign that motion as soon as the clerks bring it to me, Mr. Comrie. Is there anything else?
Judge, there was one other aspect to the motion, and that's to remove the travel restrictions. He has no criminal history. It's a one-time thing. He's a nurse in New Mexico. There's just absolutely no problem. If it were any other, if the legislature allowed it, I think you'd early terminate. but you can't do that. So in essence, this puts him on the type of administrative caseload he's already on, rather than having to come back and forth when he wants to travel.
All right, Mr. Morris, do you have any objections to him being allowed to travel?
Judge, it's my understanding that he has not had any violations, so at this time I have no objections.
All right, Ms. Reyes, you have no, thank you, Hunter, another Sunday. To the clerks, I'm forwarding the motion to you. If you could just print it out for me, please.
I would just add, Judge, on that request, just that Mr. Cervantes show proof. It can be following the events just to the field officer of the work event or whatever it is, the need for travel.
All right, Mr. Cervantes, where's Mr. Cervantes? Ubaldo Cervantes, where are you? All right, could you unmute yourself for me, please?
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Cervantes, I'm being told that you're doing great on your probation. So I'm going to remove the ignition interlock that you're on. You will be allowed to travel for work throughout the United States. However, you're going to need to provide documentation. And that documentation can be provided after the travel event, because I know sometimes things pop up that you're unaware of. But if you're going to leave Bexar County, you need to let probation know that you've left, and you can send documentation after the fact. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about
Judge,
any?
can I? I do.
Yes.
You've now tailored that to work. To probation, that means any other kind of, like a family vacation or anything. Is it's the court's intention that I have to come back to you if he wants to go on a family vacation? Since there's been absolutely no problem, I respectfully tell the court.
Is anybody traveling during COVID?
Okay.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Sure.
Because today is my brother's birthday, which I didn't even say happy birthday to him this morning. So you know what's going to end up happening? My Sunday just got melted and we couldn't go on a trip because it's COVID. But state, he wants to be allowed to travel wherever he wants to travel, even if it's not for work.
And I don't want to go against my discussions with Mr. Convery, so Judge, I'll leave it up to the court. It's my understanding that he has had no violations, and we're now 9 months into his supervision.
All right, well, here's the thing. Even if he's traveling, no matter what his travel is, he needs to contact probation. And if it's going to be traveling for family events or family trips, you should be able to let probation know prior to going for that, because it won't be unexpected. It won't be last minute. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And probation, if there are any concerns about where he's traveling to, when he gives that to you, just let the court know. And Mr. Comrie, if the court has a problem with allowing him to do that, we'll set it in a hearing well before then. So Mr. Cervantes, if you have a family trip coming up, let the court know in enough time. Don't let me know the day of or the day before, because probation may have some issues, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
But as far as it's related to your work, you can give the court, give probation notice after the fact, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Convery.
I don't want to make this a Monday, but.
Oh, it's already a Monday. I just told you the Sunday's melted because I couldn't even wish my brother happy birthday this morning, but go ahead.
I'm with you. I just want to let you know, just so it's crystal clear, this man lives and works in New Mexico. That probation is being courtesy supervised out of New Mexico. He's appearing to us now from New Mexico. Everything's happened here. I have no problem at all with him letting the New Mexico dealing with the New Mexico probation office with either work or family trips. He'll give them all the particulars in advance. But you mentioned a couple of times on the hearing and the probation office, and absent some kind of violation, they're not seeing him, communicating with him, supervising him. on any kind of
So
daily.
here's the court's question. Is there a problem with him letting probation know beforehand that he's going on a family vacation or whatever?
None.
Okay, so then we don't have a problem. He let them know. If they have concerns or issues about it, they can let the court know. Then we'll go from there.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Mr. Cervantes, are you clear on the court's instructions?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor, I am.
So let me repeat it, because sometimes we as attorneys say a bunch of stuff and then everything gets lost in translation. For work, and for work only, you can give probation notice of that after the fact, because I realize that your occupation, maybe you don't know beforehand. But immediately when you know about work, if you go to work, you can let them know after the fact. But you need to give them documentation that this is where you were. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anytime you have a family trip or family vacation, you should be able to let them know in advance. And I'm telling you, let them know in advance at least 5 days or 3 days. The reason being is because if they have an issue with it, then what's going to end up happening, they're going to contact the probation officer here. Then I'm going to get it through my email. And when I get it through my email, who knows how much time has passed? And if I have questions about it, your trip could be scheduled, let's say it's scheduled for tomorrow. We won't be able to get a decision for you tomorrow. And that will mean that you won't be going on that trip. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So as soon as you know about some kind of family trip or vacation, you need to let probation know so they can let me know. And if there are some issues with it, I can let your attorney know and we can appear on Zoom. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other thing, if you're going on family vacation, please follow all COVID guidelines. I know other people are doing other things, but the best thing to do, mask, 6 feet of distance.
Yes, Your Honor. I have a question, Your Honor. Does that apply to family emergencies?
No, I mean, here's the thing. Everybody is reasonable in this court. And I think probation is reasonable. If there's a family emergency, I don't think, myself included, I don't think I'm going to get something, oh, he was at the hospital on a family emergency and he didn't let us know. I don't think I'm going to say, well, issue a warrant for his arrest.
Thank you.
Documentation is key. When people are on probation, guess what? You got to document everything.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else?
Judge, I just need to see him in the breakout room so I can amend his condition since he is not being seen here.
All right, Mr. Cervantes, I'm going to send you to a breakout room number 1 with probation. Mr. Convery, you can go to number 1 with probation.
Thank you so much, Judge. Have a great day.
I'm working on it. I'm telling you, my Sunday has melted down. My brother, Aaron, is the baby of the family. He's going to be disappointed that I hadn't wished him a happy birthday yet. All right, I'm sending you all to breakout room number 1. And after that, you both are excused from the breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, did you need me in 1 also?
Yes, Hunter, I'll send you to 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can go to 1. All right, thank you.
Good morning,
Everyone-
Judge.
Right,
Can you
just
make me a co-host?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rebecca. Let me do that. There you go. And everyone, just give me a moment. right, who is back? Patricia Vieira.
Yes, Judge, I wanted to see if I could go back into a room with David Martin.
All right, let me see. You were in breakout room number 6.
I was, and I left my client there.
All right, I'll move you to number 8.
Okay.
And let
Thank
me
you,
see if
Judge.
David Martin is available. David Martin, if you could go to number 8, please.
Before I do that, could you join me and David Woodard in 12 for about 30 seconds?
All right, everyone, just give me one moment. And Mr. Rocha, I see your hand is up. Just give me a moment. All right, Ms. Munoz, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with your attorney. And your attorney is in breakout room number 12. So if you could go to number 12, please. Let me see if you are here. Alma Munoz, where are you?
Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 12.
Okay, I don't know how to
do that. It should pop up. Do you see where it popped up?
Yeah, join.
Yes, join.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi,
All right.
Tia.
Okay. Where is Mr. Rocha?
I'm right here, Your Honor.
Yes.
I was in breakout room number 9, but I can't get back in.
All right, because you left. What is your client's name?
Yes, Your Honor. Jesse Martinez Garza. It's for family violence case.
Let me see. What room did I have you in?
9, Your Honor.
All right, let me see if 9 is available to you. Yes, it
Thank you,
still
Your
is available. You're welcome. Alma Benavides?
Yes, Your Honor. I think we're ready to go forward on this motion to revoke on Mr. Edward Garcia. We have an agreement subject to the court's approval.
All right, is he being continued? Is that the agreement or no?
Yes.
All right, to the clerks, on Edward Garcia for Alma Benavides, I need a consent to appear by video.
Okay, Judge, I'll get it done.
Ah, Norma's back. Yay. Joseph Appelt.
Yes, Your Honor. I need to confer with my client, please. Mr. Alvarado, he is in custody.
All right, you were in number 5.
I was.
Mr. Alvarado, I'm sending you to breakout room number 5 with your attorney. All right, Matthew Allen, who do you have?
Hi, Judge. I'm here on Jose Parada. It's on a motion to modify his conditions of bond.
How do you spell the last name?
Parada.
criminal trial division or family violence?
It's criminal trial. I've conferred with Tom on the motion. They're opposed.
Okay, just give me a moment and we'll take that up.
Thank you, Judge.
Douglas Daniel.
Good morning, Judge. This is on Joaquin Alejandro. I have conferred with Mr. Garcia, the family violence prosecutor. He is not opposed to the amendment, and we would ask that the court sign our order.
All right, did you file that motion?
We did, Your Honor.
All right, I have it here.
And all we're asking is that the no contact order be amended to no harmful or injurious contact. Mr. Garcia has visited with Ms. Brennan, and he is satisfied that that's in the best interest of the parties and the community.
All right, we will have to put this on the record because normally with regards to the lifting of no contact orders, I want to have the complainant here. So let me wait till Mr. Garcia comes out of the breakout room. Joe, yes, he's in breakout room. As soon as he come out, just get my attention and we'll take that up.
Very well, Your Honor.
All right. Alma Benavides, I'm going to send you to a breakout room so you can go over the paperwork with your client. That's going to be sent to you.
Thank you, Judge.
And you were in breakout room number 2. If you could go to number 2 and your client is Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia, could you go back to breakout room number 2, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Paperwork should be coming your way.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. James Anders.
Yes, Judge. So I believe that, so I spoke with Marcus, and I believe that we have an agreement on the amendment to the bond conditions regarding Mr. Griffin's GPS full house arrest monitor. And the agreement is some language that runs along the lines of that Mr. Griffin is allowed to, with notification of pretrial services, allowed to go to interviews, go to temporary jobs, or go to jobs.
All right, Mr. Anders, I'm putting my email address in the chat box to you.
Okay.
You need to send me an email back, include Mr. Sanders in that email with your agreement. And what do you see happening on these cases? I know they haven't been indicted as yet, but what is happening?
We're at the stage of looking at evidence and getting it all uploaded. This was actually pretty recent, so there's still 1 or 2 things that I expect to be uploaded when they come down the pipe, but I think that we're still waiting on the completion of that.
All right, well, just send me your agreement by email and I will take care of that.
Yes, ma'am.
And is your client here on Zoom or no?
He is not. I got notified, or I found out about this yesterday afternoon / evening. We kind of did the whole, hey, can you show up tomorrow? Yeah, I can show up tomorrow thing.
Well, I mean, it's because when defense attorneys file motions.
That's right. No, I'm not complaining. I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm glad that it happened. It's faster than most. So I'm not complaining, but that's the reason why he isn't here, is that I wasn't able to get hold of him to make sure that he showed up.
Okay.
But I am in contact with him. So.
All right. Thank you. Just send that to the court in an email. Donald Wilson on William Harper.
Yes, Judge, I've spoken with Marcus and with Mr. Harper, and I think we have an agreement. The state's just asking for a TAP evaluation, and we agree to that.
All right, just give me one moment. Let me sign a couple of documents. All right, your client is William Harper.
Correct.
Who is the prosecutor on this?
Marcus Sanders.
Okay. Let me see if Mr. Sanders is out of the breakout room.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Johan De Hoyos.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hi, the interpreter is here.
Okay. And I think I signed the paperwork, so
All right, let me see. You were in breakout room
number 4.
number 4. And your client, Mr. Ojeda.
He's in
Arlene Abrams, could you let him know to go back to number 4, please?
Señor Ojeda, por favor regrese a la sala número 4, por favor. I don't see him there.
He's at the bottom of the screen. He's going there now because he's
okay.
in there now. So
You need me there? Or
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And let me give you the cause number so you'll have it.
Oh, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Go ahead.
It is 2021 CR 0820. And his name is Emmanuel Ojeda Lozano. And the charge is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. And I'll send you to number 4.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, can you make me a co-host, please?
Yes. All right. On Joaquin Alejandre, is Joe Ray here or the person who is in agreement to lifting these conditions? Or changing the condition to no harmful or injurious contact? Was it Joe Ray you were dealing with, Douglas?
It was, Judge.
All right, so Jess, Joe Ray is still in the breakout room. As soon as you see him pop up, let me know and I'll take that up. All right, who was the person on, the prosecutor on OCL Griffin?
Maybe me.
That's Mr. Anders.
Oh, yes,
No, the prosecutor.
that was me, Judge.
All right, so Marcus, he's supposed to put your agreement into an email to the court. If for some reason that doesn't happen, if you could just send me an email of your agreement and include him in the email, that would be great.
Will do.
And I will sign the document. And everyone, just give me one moment, please. All right, the person who's on Jose Parada. Let me see if Tom Nesbitt is here. Just one moment, Mr. Parada. All right, I don't see, Tom Nesbitt, are you there?
He texted me. I think he stepped out real quick.
All right, as soon as he comes back, I'll take up that matter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone, keep patience in your pocket. We will get there. All right, the party who are on William Harper.
Yes, Judge.
All right, and who was the prosecutor you were dealing with?
That was Marcus.
All right, Marcus Sanders on William Harper. Are you all withdrawing the motion and altering and amending, or are we having an actual hearing?
Judge, I'd like to have a hearing just so that he's clear on what he needs to do.
All right, so what we'll need, Norma on William Harper. I believe he's in custody, is that correct?
No, he's in the courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
He's in the courtroom. I need an consent to appear by video, please, and that's all I'll need on that one.
Okay, thank you. William Harper. Okay.
Yes, and Mr. Wilson, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1 and to the courtroom. If you could go to number 1, please.
Yes, Judge.
And there'll be paperwork there and we'll take up your matter. Jackson Lindsay, who do you have?
Christopher De La Cruz, he's in jail. It's an MTR.
Yes, sir. They're gonna bring out a piece of paper.
Is it criminal child division or family violence?
I think it's CTD.
All right. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 6. All right, Jose Rocha, Mr. Martinez Garza.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I have spoken to Joe Ray Garcia on the case. I have been extended an offer, and I would need to speak to my client. And then I guess we could go from there, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garza, I'm going to send you to a breakout room with your attorney. He's in breakout room number 9. So if you will go to breakout room number 9, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Tom Nesbitt, are you ready on Joaquin Alejandre on this motion to amend bond conditions? Is that you or no?
Doug Daniel, I've not talked to. Matt
Okay,
Allen,
yeah.
I've talked to on Jose Parada.
Yes,
That's the
okay.
middle of the recall docket.
All right, so we're going to go on the record on Jose Parada. My understanding from Matthew Allen, the state is not in agreement, so we will do that.
That's correct.
I don't know why this is happening.
Your Honor.
Just one moment, please. Something is wrong, Brenna. No one touch anything, please. See, this is, Brenna, this is what happens when you make so many people co-host. No one touch anything, please. See how things are flashing around, Brennan? I'm going to figure it out. We're going to make it happen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right, here we go. Court is calling CM 077755, State of Texas versus Jose Parada. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Tom Nisbet.
For the defense?
Matthew Allen.
We're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
None.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court is in receipt of a motion to remove GPS. Have parties had a chance to review the document? State?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.